MILF and mature equated to the same thing. And
what does that leave, really?
well, there's like hundreds of categories, isn't there? It's like,
I don't know, Corey. How many
Yes.
categories are there?
there are hundreds of categories.
How could there possibly be hundreds?
437 in this
Search
province.
your imagination for a
Legally.
word, and somebody's got a name, porn named after.
Okay, Lego.
Rule.
I'm sure there is.
What's
Yes. Rule like 37.
Yeah, rule
is that what it is? Is
There
it
is even
37?
such
I
thing
don't
as
even
alien
remember.
porn. Don't ask me how I know that.
Okay, I won't.
there's
Star
But now
Trek
I'm
slash
curious.
fic.
How do you know that?
I don't. It came up on some silly debate group thing that I'm in. That I don't know.
Like the
That's
Star
a
Trek
thing.
slash fic.
Yeah. Oh, they were talking. Somebody was talking about ancient aliens. So I said that sounds like there was an ancient screw that was an alien origin, and I was like, that sounds like a porn title, Ancient Alien Screw. So that's where it came from.
Why that screws ancient.
Sure it is.
that's that guy's O face. I don't know. Therefore, aliens do. That's what that is. Under the camera, he's getting an alien BJ.
And now a minute to tell you about our sponsors, Audible.com. Audible.com is offering listeners of Brainstorm a free audiobook download and a free 30-day trial membership. Membership gives you reduced prices on over 150,000 titles for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player, and costs $14.95 per month after the first free month. I just signed up a few weeks ago, and I'm right now listening to Skepticism 101 with Michael Shermer from the Great Courses Lecture Series. For your 30-day free trial membership and free audiobook, go to audibletrial.com/brainstorm. That's audibletrial.com/brainstorm.
Do you want to help make the Brainstorm podcast self-sustaining? For just $1 an episode, you can. Go to patreon.com/brainstormpodcast and become a patron, or go to gumroad.com/brainstorm and pay whatever you want for individual episodes. Different support levels can get you either a shirt or a hand-embroidered hat with the Brainstorm logo on it. If you can't give any money, that's fine. Give us a rating and write a review on iTunes or Stitcher. For a limited time, we're offering a Brainstorm t-shirt to the first person to review us on either podcatcher. If you just like listening and want to keep up with the show, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and check out our website, brainstormblog.net.
We are given one life, full of billions of small and large decisions. To be somebody, to change, to be kind, to give hope, to become a better person, and to leave a lasting impact on this planet. It is a decision to be made every single day while your heart is still beating. We've made our decision. Absence of clothing. Atheist and science-based apparel and merchandise, donating 50% of our profits to charity. Look good and feel good, without God. Check us out at absenceofclothing.com and find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest for discount codes and other sweet swag.
If you use the offer code BRAINSTORM, you get 10% off.
Florida schools have allowed Christian materials to be entered into them, so then the Satanic Temple
that
wants
that
to-
book.
Yeah.
So they're just catching up to Texas, really.
That's actually weeks old, and they
And
actually did
Louisiana,
distribute the books.
The Bible book.
Okay.
The kids' books.
Yeah, they were just like little
I know the story is
pamphlet.
old.
They did distribute them?
Yeah, they did.
Awesome.
Excellent trolling.
Hail Satan.
Apparently, like I was listening to some other podcast. I think it's Thank God I'm Atheist. And they were talking about this story. And apparently these satanic type books are actually really inclusive and really friendly and really awesome.
Well, yeah, they want everybody to come to the orgy.
And learn about Ayn Rand's economic theory.
I don't think it mentioned Ayn Rand, though. It didn't.
No, it didn't.
But it sounded like it was very upbeat and very positive and
Anybody
very
is Satan. It's Ayn
good.
Rand.
It was
unobjectionable is I think the term that they used. Like
They were aiming at being very unobjectionable. So the only thing that could be objected to was that fact that it was Satanist, and the imagery that there's a pentacle or and the horn things and whatever. They had to be objecting to those specific things, not to anything that was
being said
age inappropriate. So we'll see what happens. But
so there was nothing wrong with the content.
No.
Yeah.
It was
No.
just
No,
the
it's just stuff like-
symbolism.
It's just stuff
which
like
means really
Bobby and
nothing.
Susie are trying to summon Bahamut. Help them find all of the sacrificial altars and the candles.
Well, Susie's trying to hide.
I don't think Bahamut has anything to do with Christianity as Satan. And just saying. I think you're thinking of like Dragonlance or something.
I was just throwing random stuff out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
Bahamut.
Baphomet.
Baphomet.
Bahamut is the king of dragons.
That's right. Yeah. Bahamut is a totally different.
Neo
So it's like
Bahamut, Bahamut Zero.
Final Fantasy or something.
Yeah.
That's like minus 20 nerd points.
No, that's plus 20 nerd points. It's minus 20
Well, no, he didn't
podcast.
realize
You took
it. So
them from
that,
him.
Oh, I took them.
Yes. He lost
okay.
them, you gained them.
No, I know.
Never mind. Objection removed.
You've already capped out
I know
on
who
nerd
and
points, though,
what
so
Bahamut is.
So they're wasted.
It's the second best summons. I know.
In FF7.
KOTOR's.
Oh, well, FF7.
Jesus Christ.
That makes perfect fucking sense, Dan.
Well, I have Lana gripping her head in agony, so
Well, in FF7.
mission
Yeah,
accomplished.
now it makes total sense. Now I understand. So, yeah, was
not
it
a
like a
camera
coloring book or something?
yeah, kind of.
Is it
How
like
about that,
It's an activity book.
Kids
how about that
activity.
statue of Satan in Toronto that they erected?
Was there one in Toronto?
There's one in the
It was
States.
Oklahoma.
No, there was one. It was in Canada.
There was one.
Really?
It was in Vancouver, wasn't it not?
Vancouver. There you go. Yeah. Used to be a statue of like
With an erect penis.
of Christopher
awesome was
Columbus, I think it was.
Yeah, it used
And
to
they
be.
took the statue
The erect
down.
penis of Christopher Columbus.
Yeah. Well, no,
I swear that's what I heard.
they replaced it with like a 10-foot tall statue of Satan with a giant fucking hog. It was right beside the subway on people's way to work.
Oh, and speaking of statues, there was the story about the goofy kid who was getting
right.
See,
miming
everybody's-
getting sexual favors from
Everybody's
a statue.
blaming the kid.
Yeah, from Jesus.
Yeah.
Who's blaming the kid?
How come nobody's blaming Jesus?
It's totally Jesus' fault. He looked like he was asking for
The
it.
look in his eye,
Yeah.
he wanted
And
it.
it's,
that's a
it's
kid.
totally, yeah, it's like pedophilia.
He had lots of time to say no.
Yeah.
Totally. Jesus took advantage of that kid.
As an authority figure.
Right. Right.
So stupid.
Yeah, he was banned from social networking for 6 months and 350 hours of community
Well, they were
service.
originally talking
Two
jail
years-
for
2
the
years
poor
They
They
were
They were
talking
trying,
about
yeah.
jail for this
Like,
kid that was
fuck
miming getting a blowjob from this Jesus statue.
See,
They,
how do you ban people from social network?
I don't know.
How does
I
that
don't
even-
know how you enforce
How is
that.
how is that? No, how is that
If
not?
only there was some way of creating a, I don't know, alias of some sort.
If only in the States they had like rights and stuff, like
If only.
like the ability to talk to other people, as if that if only that was like an inalienable right.
The next day, fuck you, Jesus 23 username was created on Facebook.
Yeah, that's right. Same IP address, but
Go figure.
it's not me.
That's
Yeah, I
that's
don't
going to be
know.
the new planking.
Yeah.
People running around everywhere getting pictures of getting BJs from Jesus.
And assorted other statues.
Yeah, well,
That's what this needs.
Virgin
Yeah,
Mary,
that's a
my
perfect
ass,
response
not
for it.
anymore.
It is. That's what this needs. It needs
And not-
more civil disobedience.
And not
Everyone
kids
should
doing it.
go
not
out.
kids, adults, professionals,
Everyone,
everybody.
yes,
yeah.
everyone go out and take that sort of picture with statues of Jesus. All the civil
Irreverent
disobedience.
pictures.
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's what it requires.
Oh, and like dry humping the flag and whatever, anything like that. It doesn't matter.
Dry humping the flag.
Not even if it's not all
Wet
that dry.
humping
Yeah, you're a dirty flag, aren't you? You're a nasty flag. You like that?
Flag.
I like my flag naked. Sorry.
All right, just for the hell of it, instead of going off the topic list,
We're good at not doing that anyway.
Gumby and I both changed our minds on a previous discussion.
Yes.
But in opposite directions.
Yeah. We had opposite viewpoints, and now we have opposite viewpoints.
You might recall when Dave Richards was on, we talked about the right for a business to discriminate against customers.
Mm-hmm.
And I took the position that it was okay for a business to discriminate against some customers if they disagreed with their ideas.
Why the fuck would you think that?
I don't know,
Apparently,
Gumby.
I
Why
don't
would someone
know.
think that?
Yeah. So I
put you on the
was
spot
wrong.
already.
I failed and
Yeah.
I was wrong. And that
Why? Why were you wrong?
because
This is a unique opportunity. I have to milk this.
because it's then you end up discriminating against almost anybody, and it's hard to control for that.
I think you can discriminate against people based on their behavior without having to discriminate against them based on their beliefs. Because if they come into the store and they're a complete douchebag, which I think probably the case you guys had been talking about earlier, that's what was happening. Like if you come in and behave in a completely asshole fashion to the staff and that kind of thing, I think you can refuse service on that basis. The fact that some of the asshole things that the guy is spouting happen to be somewhat religiously based is kind of peripheral.
But if the person is doing that, say, douchebaggery outside of the business, if they're
But
not,
I don't think it was. And in that
I'm
situation.
not. Maybe it wasn't. Yeah. No, I thought that it had been. He just. Well, I guess we could re-say Bill Watcott was a bigoted fucking asshole, and Aaron Rubin refused him service.
Yeah, but I think they actually had some kind of altercation in the store.
Well, I think it was after Aaron said, "I'm not serving you because you're a bigoted asshole."
Right. Yeah.
I don't know if
I think that's what it was. I think that's what Aaron said.
Yeah,
in the
according to
interview.
what I read, Aaron said that he would refuse service because he didn't agree with his bigoted views, and
Yeah, he specifically said that's why he was refusing service, not because he was being an asshole in his store or anything like that.
and I recall like the conversation with Dave Richards. We got into this big thing about how do you decide who you can refuse service to, and I think that, well, at the very least, I was not thinking it all the way through. And and Gumby, on the other hand, figured that I was closer to the right point at the time.
Yeah,
So
and now we've reversed our positions,
what is,
depending on what it is.
like, I don't know. How do you explain your reversal of your opinion?
I haven't reversed my opinion in that situation, per se.
Okay.
This is still going to go back to the fucking barbershop argument, and it's going to never go away, I don't think. But ragged ass, I changed my position when I went to about ragged ass. About it should be okay to have a place where men can go and just have haircuts and only have men there.
Okay, I'm just going to give a little bit of background about this discussion. Ragged Ass Barbershop is a men-only barbershop. This article from the National Post, dated September 3rd, reads, Ragged Ass Barbers refused Evie Reddy's request for a traditional men's haircut. A Regina barbershop that serves only men has become the target of threats and insults after refusing a woman who requested a hard part men's haircut. Ragged Ass Barbers on its website describes the shop as providing exceptional grooming services for men in a unique atmosphere geared specifically to men. After 2 years of operating and building a word-of-mouth reputation in Regina, the barbershop attracted the interest of Evie Reddy, who told reporters she had requested a hard part, traditional men's haircut, but was refused. Her rejection prompted about a dozen women to call the shop for appointments in protest. This is straight from me now. Ultimately, this is a case of a barbershop that wants to gear only towards men, and that's